GoFest is officially kicking off early with Blanche's Quest for Knowledge event. This was only announced a couple of days ago and it's looking incredible. We've got the return of one of the rarest costume shinies. We've got the new Go Pass to look at, which has much better bonuses. We're gonna look at everything this event has to offer for you guys, and right at the end we're gonna throw in some top tips as well as some top targets you really need to be getting during this event. This is Blanche's Quest for Knowledge with Go With Us. Let's get time and dates out of the way. Blanche's Quest for Knowledge event will be happening this Tuesday, the 26th of May at 10 a.m. all the way until June 1st, 8 p.m. local time. So 7 days, and remember, this is going to be running alongside GoFest Tokyo. Let's kick off with this Quest for Knowledge Go Pass, which will go live for everyone on May the 26th at 10 a.m. local time. Trainers can purchase the deluxe version for a total cost of $5, but let's run through the rewards if you're just going to progress through the free track. It looks like we can get encounters with Vaporeon, Larvitar, Lapras wearing the Blanche themed accessory, which of course is inspired by Team Mystic, and it will come with its special background. This Pokemon can be shiny, and it is one of the rarest shiny costume Pokemon in the game, especially with that background. If trainers do buy the deluxe version, you're going to get more access to premium battle passes, glacial lure modules, as well as an additional encounter with that Blanche themed Lapras with the accessory with that special background. So you're actually going to get 2 encounters. The rewards there are looking a lot better, but have a look at these bonuses, guys. At tier 10, which is going to be at rank 1, it's going to be 1 additional candy for evolving Pokemon, which is something quite unique. And we're also going to get an increased chance to receive XL candy for evolving Pokemon, depending on which Pokemon that is. If you guys don't know what this means, just as an example, if you evolve a Ponyta into a Rapidash during this event, you're going to get 1 additional XL candy for that Pokemon that you are evolving. And the tier 2 bonus, which is going to be at level 20, is going to be 2 times incense duration, which is awesome because we have some incredible spawns to go through here. Spawning in the wild, we have Squirtle, Alolan Vulpix, Krabby, Staryu, Galarian Zigzagoon, and rare response for Lapras, Vaporeon, and Larvitar. Because I've just mentioned incense, it looks like we also have specific incense encounters. Spawning off incense, we can see Cubone, Horsey, Lapras, Vaporeon, Larvitar, Sableye, Clamperl, and Cubchoo. This is looking super sick so far. We also have field research tasks, which are going to be rewarding the following Pokemon. Squirtle is in there, and the Hundo CP is going to be 405 CP. Alolan Vulpix is in there at 378. Krabby's in there at 669. Cubone is in there at 436. Horsey at 452. Staryu at 495. Lapras at 1131. Larvitar's in there at 445 CP. Sableye's in there at 632 CP. Cubchoo's in there at 458. Sinistea is in there at 488 CP. Please bear in mind though that there is a 1 in 100 chance that you get the antique form Sinistea. If it costs 400 candy to evolve, you know you have the antique form. If it only costs 50, you have the phony form. We haven't mentioned this before, but the difference between the phony and the antique form is that the antique form has a little stamp underneath the cup, which you can see right here. And last but not least, similar to Sinistea, we have Tandemaus in there, and that Hundo CP is going to 382. Please remember, Tandemaus evolves into Maushold, normally with a family of 4. But there is a 1 in 100 chance, a 1% chance that this Tandemaus could evolve into a family of 3 Maushold. And that can potentially be shiny as well. If you did get the shiny family of 3, you would be one of the only people in the world that had it. We have mentioned these in our this week videos, but please remember your 5-star raid bosses for this week. Tapu Bulu is going to be in raids for the first day. That Hundo CP is going to be 1953 and non-weather boosted weather, but the Hundo CP in weather boosted weather is going to be 2442 CP, and that's going to be in cloudy and sunny weather because of that fairy and grass typing. That's also going to come with a 1 in 20 shiny rate. Tapu Fini will then be taking over from that Pokemon. That Hundo CP is going to be 1632 CP in non-weather boosted weather, but in rainy and cloudy weather it's going to be 2041 CP with a 1 in 20 shiny rate as well. Those are the details out of the way. First and foremost, the Gunners are the champions, baby. Let's go. Just a quick shout out to Arsenal, 22 years, no league title. They finally got it over the line. If there are any Gunners watching this video right now, you know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button, and of course hit that hype button. Appreciate you guys so much. And if you guys want to hit me up on Instagram as well, please hit that follow button too, because we are pushing that acting career. And again, I'm trying to open this up to you guys, and as time goes on, I'm going to be sharing more details. There's actually something I'm in the middle of casting for right now, and I will share those details, so I'm going to try and kind of link this in with a channel as well. Please hit that follow button, I would really appreciate it. Those are your main details out of the way. way, but how do I really maximize this event? Well, there's one thing staring at me here, which is going to be tip number 1, Stardust gains. There are 3 Pokemon spawning off Incense or in the wild that are permanently boosted Stardust Pokemon. Staryu is in there, granting 750 Stardust per catch. Sableye is in there, granting 750 Stardust per catch. And don't forget about Vaporeon as well. That is the water type evolved form of Eevee, which is going to be granting you 300 Stardust per catch. Guys, pop those incenses, throw on star pieces. I'm telling you now, these Pokemon are going to be a lot more common than people think, especially in the water biomes. If you're near the beach or if you're near lakeside or dams, trust me, throw on the star pieces. The Staryus are going to be popping, and of course the Sableyes are in there as well. But the big thing I want you guys to remember as well is that as much as these Pokemon are going to be in the wild, 2 of them are going to be in field research, which is going to be Staryu as well as Sableye, again, both granting 750 Stardust per catch. Guys, I don't want you to catch these Pokemon. I want you to stack these in your stack tasks. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, whenever you complete a field research task and you get an encounter with a Pokemon, you can actually run away from this Pokemon, which means stacking it to catch it at a later point. We've just had something like Tinkatinkomde, for example, where it was 3 times catch Stardust. I want you guys, every single Staryu and Sableye encounter, to give it a red or golden raspberry, and I want you guys to run away, in other words, stack it in your stack tasks, and only catch it on a 3 times catch or 4 times catch Stardust event, which will definitely be coming up because the Ultra Unlock events that are going to be following GoFest Global, like it has been for the last 3 years, all of them had 4 times catch Stardust. This is... I cannot stress how important this is because the power of it is incredible. I'm just going to leave a clip on screen of how I've done this before. Look at the Stardust gains. Sableye getting over 3,000 Stardust per catch. Combee getting over 3,000 Stardust per catch just because we line these up on the right days of the events. Guys, that Ultra Unlock is coming. Don't sleep on that. Tip number 2, we need to talk about candy gains. Guys, there are 2 ways to get a lot of candy during this event, but the first one is going to be our favorite thing to mention. Please remember to Mega Evolve a Mega Level 3 Pokemon that correlates with the same type that you really need candy and XL candy for. Because this event is Team Mystic themed, there are going to be a lot more water type spawning in the wild, and some of these are very important to get candy as well as XL candy for. But if you maybe wanted to go after something like Larvitar, for example, you would Mega Evolve a Mega Level 3 Rock type so you can get more candy and XL candy for that specific Pokemon. The amazing thing here though is that you can actually stack this with those Go Pass bonuses, because remember, upon evolving every Pokemon, you're going to get an additional candy, an increased chance to get XL candy for whatever that Pokemon is. Guys, with everything working together, you could really get a lot of candy. Let's say, for example, you had a Hundo G-Max Kingler that you didn't have the candy for, you didn't play the game a long time ago, so you don't have enough Krabby candy. Krabby is going to be spawning. You can evolve Krabby to get candy. With a Mega Level 3 water type, you're going to be getting an additional 2 candy per catch, including a 25% more chance at getting XL candy for that water type Pokemon, which is Krabby. Guys, Mega Evolve and stack it with these Go Pass bonuses. Remember to evolve your Pokemon. Great opportunity for candy here. Tip number 3, use your incense. The reason why I'm saying this is that because of that tier 2 bonus of 2 times incense duration, guys, I have seen incense throw up some incredible spawns right in front of me. I remember actually playing with a friend's account that he wasn't there with me at a time, and I had the gacha running on his account, and because he had an incense active, he got a Hundo Roltz, which is now his Hundo Gardevoir, which of course can go into Mega Gardevoir. This was on a Roltz Spotlight Hour some time ago, and how I know it was an incense encounter is because I caught every single Roltz in front of me in that area on that day. I caught hundreds of them, but I didn't get the Hundo, and he did. Please use your incenses. There are some amazing Pokemon spawning with those incenses, which we're going to talk about with our targets in a little bit. Guys, pop those incenses. Speaking of targets though, it's time to get to our top targets, kicking off with number 1, which is going to be Squirtle, of course, going into Blastoise. Blastoise right now in the Go Battle League is still a very useful Pokemon. In the Great League right now, it's currently sitting around the 30th spot, and the optimal IV set you want for the Great League is going to be a 115-15. In the Ultra League though, it performs even better, breaking into the top 20 as of recording this video, and the optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 0-12-15. And it doesn't end there for Blastoise, because as we know, Blastoise has a Mega, which is Mega Blastoise, which is currently still in the top 5 water type attackers in the game right now. And with Hydro Cannon, it actually makes this Pokemon to be really useful still, especially if you are a returning player just coming back to the game, or if you are a newer player. This is a brilliant water type Pokemon to get hold of, and of course, a fan favorite. Target number 2 is going to be Lapras. Of course, that Blanche Lapras coming with that accessory. Again, guys, this Pokemon can be shiny with that special background. I must say it looks absolutely incredible. I am not on Team Mystic though, I am on Team Valor, so I'm looking forward to that Ponyta when it is coming around in the next 2 weeks. But Lapras also in the Go Battle League right now is a monster. In the Great League right now, it's sitting in the 23rd spot. The optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 0, 10, 14. And in the Ultra League though, it's breaking into the top 3, which is absolutely incredible. The optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 0, 15, 15. The reason why Lapras is so good is that it is extremely bulky. It's a very spammy Pokemon and it can apply a lot of shield pressure. But one thing that's important to mention on this Lapras is that you will need Ice Beam on this Pokemon, which will require an Elite Charge TM. It will not come with this event. So if you do get a good Great League or Ultra League Lapras, try and use that Elite Charge TM to get Ice Beam. And the great thing about this is that because Lapras is going to be spawning in the wild, the chances of you getting good PvP IVs are so good. Normally, we only see Lapras in field research encounters. Some people do say they live near the water biome, so they see them more often. I don't. I hardly see Lapras. Remember this for when they spawn in the wild. Next up is going to be Alolan Vulpix going into Alolan Ninetales. If you guys weren't aware, still, Alolan Ninetales in the Great League is a really good Pokemon. It's currently around the 60th spot at an optimal IV set of 0, 14, 12. And in the Ultra League, though, it's currently sitting in the top 30. But the great thing here, though, is that the stats are a little bit different. You really want a 7, 15, 15, which is a little bit different. Its attack you kind of want around that midpoint to sit perfectly for that 2,500 cap. I actually have the rank 1 Cantonian Ninetales, which I'm going to leave on screen right now. This would be the exact same for the Alolan form. A really good Ultra League Pokemon and has certainly stood the test of time. Up next is another water type, which is going to be Krabby, of course going into Kingler. Kingler right now, if you are returning to the game, is still a really good budget type attacker, because if we have a look at Kingler's base stats right now, just have a look at its base attack stat. It's actually really good, which translates this Pokemon from a budget point of view to be really good because it's pretty easy to get candy for this Pokemon, especially if you've played the game for some time. But what a lot of people are forgetting, and I did mention it earlier, is that Kingler has a G-Max form, which is going to be G-Max Kingler, which is still currently in the top 3 G-Max attackers for the water type in the game, and probably will be for the foreseeable future. G-Max Inteleon is going to be your number 1 pick because its base attack stat is higher, but still, G-Max Kingler with G-Max Foam Burst is still going to hit very hard. Really good opportunity to get candy for this Pokemon, and remember to evolve them to get more candy and XL because of that Go Pass bonus. Our next target here, and we haven't seen this Pokemon spawn in some time, especially in the wild, and I hope it's going to be common, we are going to see Larvitar, which of course can go into Tyranitar. Tyranitar in the Master League right now is still really underrated. With XL Candy, hopefully at a 15, 15, 15, it's still breaking into the top 70, but you do not need Smackdown on this Pokemon for the Master League. You want Dragon Breath because it's going to hit those dragons a lot harder, but as we know, this might not be the case for Mega Tyranitar in a raid attacking sense, because right now, Mega Tyranitar is the number 1 Dark type attacker in the entire game. Just have a look at its TDO in comparison to the other Pokemon. It can hit tremendously hard, but it's bulky enough to take so many hits to stay on the battlefield for a long time. Because remember, your Mega Pokemon does a lot of damage, but while that Mega Pokemon is on the field, the other Pokemon that share the same type are getting boosted damage as well, which is why Mega T-Tar is just an absolute goat for raid attacking. And in the rock type category, you are going to need Smackdown on this Pokemon, which does require an elite fast TM, because Smackdown is one of the best fast attacking moves, especially for the rock type, which makes this Pokemon the 4th best rock type attacker in the game. Mega Tyranitar is one of the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go. This is certainly a Pokemon you want to be going after. Our next Pokemon you want to be focusing on is going to be coming from Incense, which is going to be Horsey going into Kingdra. Kingdra right now is still a really good Pokemon, and to be honest, one of my favorite Pokemon if you guys didn't know. Kingdra right now is currently ranked 87th in the Great League at an optimal IV set of 0, 15, 13. Again, a really spammy and dynamic Pokemon for this Great League, but in the Ultra League, it performs even better, breaking into the top 40, currently in the 33rd spot. You are going to need a 0, 15, 15 for the rank 1, but again, it's a lot more bulky in the Ultra League as well, so it's going to perform incredibly well. And our last target is not the most meta relevant, but a lot of people forget to do this for their Pokédex, is going to be Clamperl. And of course, Clamperl, if you didn't know, can evolve into 2 different Pokemon. One is going to be Huntail, and the other one is going to be Gorbis. We did have that research day some time ago where you could have potentially got both shinies. I managed to do this, which was incredible, as you can see right here. But if you didn't know, Clamperl going into its evolutions aren't the most meta relevant Pokemon. That being said, a lot of people still don't have them for their Pokédex. Clamperl can evolve into Huntail or into Gorbis using 50 candy, but there is a 50-50 chance whether it evolves into either one. It is not based on gender, which a lot of people think it is. Those are going to be our top targets, but what are some platinum medals we need to work on in order to get towards level 80? Please remember your Swimmer medal, which requires you to catch 2,500 water-type Pokemon, a great event for that. Your Scientist medal, which requires you to evolve 2,000 Pokemon, is perfect for this event because you are going to be getting so much candy that you can't blow through some of these evolutions. And remember, on top of this, every single evolution you make, you are going to get 2,000 XP as well. So guys, if you even want to pop a lucky egg as well, you aren't going to get the XP boost, but again, with XP and if you're flying through evolutions, you are going to be able to chip away at this Platinum Medal 2, which requires you to evolve 2,000 Pokemon. As of releasing this video, we are very close to Mega Phalanx Raid Day. I'm going to leave it above me right now. I have detailed everything about that event because it's not as easy as regular raid days. I've detailed everything for you and what you really need. Please check it out here, and there are 1 or 2 hidden tips there as well that a lot of people aren't talking about. And if you want to see everything going on in Pokemon Go in this current week right now, I will leave it to my top right. You guys really enjoy those videos. Keep watching. Thank you so much for your support. Please remember to smash that Instagram follow button as well for Mikey McKenz. I would really appreciate your support. I need your help for that acting career. Like I said, as shallow as it sounds, it really is the truth. Please smash that like and subscribe button as well on this channel. We really appreciate it. And of course, that hype button so we can send this video as far as wide as possible. Love you guys. Go with us. Blanche says goodbye. We appreciate you. If you are going to be in Tokyo for GoFest, enjoy it. But we're going to catch you in the next one, baby. Shh.